Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. Welcome to the Lori Davis Show with Lori Davis, your realtor for life. That would be me. This show is sponsored by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Fabulous company. I have been there now, Cindy, for 17 years. Isn't that amazing?
I should just do them.
Please, that would be great. I would really appreciate that. I mean, we are the number one broker in town. I have been there since we were teeny tiny, and now we've grown. I think what I saw today was we have something like 130 realtors, active realtors in the company, and they're producing incredible results for their clients, whether they're sellers or buyers. We are so proud, and I've never worked for anybody else. So this is my family. This is a realtor for life. Lori Davis and any other of the realtors I can always recommend. If you come in contact or you contact one or are using one, you obviously know the difference because there is a big difference between us and the others out there.
Yeah,
So,
I remember when they were smaller. I have to say that I did because I've been here. I should put myself on camera here.
Yeah.
I've been here since the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s, and I remember that. Yeah, so
they started in
kudos to them.
78.
Yeah.
1978.
Kudos to them. Yeah.
And it's part of what they like about it is we're a boutique firm and we're not a part of a franchise. So all of the money that is made here stays here. Right. We're not paying 8% out to Colorado to that franchise headquarters or whatever. We really keep it here. And also the Sorensens are super benevolent.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, nobody can argue they aren't.
No, they do a lot for the community, and we all feel a part of that too. It's kind of the corporate culture. And all of us find our favorite places, our favorite charities that we do. Right now, the sock drive is going on. Barry Shapiro. You can find boxes all over. You can go to Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We've got a box downtown and at our Cardinal Drive office across from Chelsea's. They're collecting socks for the homeless. And it's here locally. I think there's like 5 or 6 charities. And then it goes on down south to, I want to say, did he say Palm Beach County?
I thought he was sending them up to New Jersey.
Well, there's definitely a New Jersey connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of it goes north as well. So remember, if you guys want to be a participant in that would be great. I did something today, this weekend. I did an open house, Cindy, at this home. And I have to tell you about it because I wanted to move in. No, and I do homes every week, but you guys, this one is super, super special. This is a home. It's in Sandpoint West. So that is south of 17th Street. It's between the river and A1A, but they have access through Sandpoint East, so you have beach access. This home is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house with a fireplace. I sat there on Sunday. It is southern exposure on the pool. It has these beautiful, it's Palm Coast built home, beautiful high ceilings with crown molding, glass all along the house, pocket sliders. So when you open up the living room and the family room, the whole patio becomes part of the house. The inside is outside when you're living there. It is absolutely amazing. 3-car garage with storage. I can't tell you how much I love this house. This house is listed for $1,650,000. The comps support that price. It is a wonderful home. If you're listening to this on the radio and you want to see it, give me a call at 772-538-1828, and I will get you into that house. I'll also be your realtor for life. But anyway, love that house. You guys, if you have an interest in Sandpoint West, definitely give me a call. I had to talk about that. It was amazing. I would sit there every Sunday, but I'm busy this weekend, so maybe I'll be there next weekend. Anyway, Cindy, I had a question. It's the new year. This is going to be a recap of real estate 22 and the future. What's 2023 look like? Everybody's asking those questions.
Yeah, crazy to know.
Yeah, but what is going to be different for you in 2023 going forward? Is there something that you're saying this year I'm going to, because we're finally out of those COVID kind of years and the funk that everybody was.
Yeah, you know what? I probably shouldn't say this on national radio and TV or whatever, but I really didn't hibernate myself in the I actually did some of the most traveling that I had done in a while in 2020.
Great.
Yeah, I did do that. So this year I started off, I had this pet project I wanted to do about a great grandmother that I am named for.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So my daughter had given me one of those 23andMe things, and she did it herself and came up with very surprising results, to say the least.
Wow. We need to do a show on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you found this grandmother.
So she gave me a 23andMe, and I said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do that, because I see how yours turned out, and Lord knows what's in my background. So I'm not going to do it. So I decided this year that I was going to look up this great grandmother, because it's a very sad story.
Yeah.
Very sad story. And I wanted to know, like, the grit and whatever of her and some of the stuff. So anyway, to make a long story longer, on the day after New Year's, I went to the genealogy department in the library, and there's a guy up there, and I can't remember his name, but he worked for the Press Journal like I did too, whatever. 5 minutes.
No way.
5 minutes. He had 3 generations for me.
Wow.
He told me how my great grandfather got killed on the railroad. I know where they live. He gave me the newspaper printout of when they got married, when she got married, and it was a very much and it's literally written like this, very much a surprise to the family that so and so came home with a new bride.
I love that.
And they're going to be arriving on train 5 into so-and-so, and that's the way the article is written in the newspaper. And he said to me, that's how they used to do it. And I was like, this is amazing. So then I went and I looked up the addresses, and sadly, neither one of the houses exist any longer. But they're just a vacant spot in that same street or whatever. But I got one side to Ireland, and the other side I got, the guy's first name is Ezekiel. And I was like, I've never heard anyone speak these names.
Right. Okay.
So there I am right now. So now I'm gonna go. So Thursday he's there at the genealogy department in the library, and I'm gonna go with one lady whose husband died and try to do that tree real fast. So there's a woman that's actually doing the tree, and that's how we're linked into that tree. So
and are these people? This is from New York, where you grew up, right?
No, they were actually in Maryland, Cumberland, Maryland, and Winchester, Virginia.
Okay, cool. That's fun.
It was 5 minutes.
Mine is going to sound so boring after yours. I just got to tell you, I don't know if I got that, but anyway.
It was a lot of fun. And I want to say that they kind of met each other, because I did not know this, and I'm going to say the wrong name, the National Roadway, the first one ever, was from there in Cumberland, Maryland to someplace in Illinois.
Okay.
Because one of the relatives comes from Illinois, and I was like, I never heard any of it. It was like my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother.
And you can find out all this in our local Bureau Library.
Yeah, in the genealogy department.
Because everything's online now, is that what it is?
Well, it's Ancestry.com, but he knows like, he's done it so many times that he's like, okay, do plus or minus 5 years, do this. And then he also told me, which is kind of not disheartening, but it is. He's like, some of it really, the eyewitnesses don't really get the information right. Okay. So if it says it's 114, it might be 118, or the address or something.
Yeah, I got that.
But other than that, I'm
going to do that. We're going to have a show on that, people. I just want you to know. That. I'm going to. I'm not really sure. I have some information, so I know where to start. So anyway, well, that's good. Well, my year this year is going to be travel. And I've just got to manage through the business part of it. So I've got somebody to cover me and take care of my clients while I'm gone, because I have to go. And I haven't been doing it. And, travel was difficult, obviously, in 2020 and 2021. Mm. And then 2022, I said I'm going to do it, and I didn't do it. So it's going to start this year. So we'll be doing some shows. Cindy's going to just play some shows that there'll be repeats, but there'll be information that you'll want to hear. So if you hear the same thing, again, it's something that we thought that you'd be interested in obviously getting more information on. So anyway.
But travel is cool. Yeah,
travel is super cool.
I've been doing a lot of weekend trips.
Yeah, I'm going to go to New Orleans, and then I've got to go to Austin. And I haven't been. New Orleans is my girlfriend's birthday.
I love New Orleans.
Yeah, and it's in February, so it's before Mardi Gras, but it's already on. Like Mardi Gras is already in process, and I think it's February 21 is Fat Tuesday, and which I don't have any interest in being there on Fat Tuesday, but everything that goes on in between is fun. And then Austin, Texas is a wedding, and Jim and I have never been. So
you've never been to Austin?
No.
Oh, you got to see the Capitol.
Well, we're right there downtown on 6th Avenue at the Driscoll. So I guess
the Driscoll. That's I've been drunk there. Favorite place. Yeah.
There you
love
go.
It.
Well, you heard it here first. Cindy's been to the Driscoll. Oh my God.
You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. Yeah.
So I'll report back on those places to you guys. So anyway, so let's do this. Let's thank Chef Scott Baricchio from Citrus Grill House. He always provides us with a beverage. Today's beverage is, it's a Cabernet. It's one of my favorites. It's very popular there too. It's called Quilt. It's a Cabernet. I think it's one of the family of the Camus family children.
Yes, he said that. Right? Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
And so it's Quilt. It's a cab. It's easy to drink. It goes with everything. I love it.
And there's your view.
Mm-hmm. Citrus Grill House. You know, I always tell you where it is, but I think most of you already know. Citrus Grill House is at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. It's right there on the ocean next to Humiston Park. One of the few restaurants where you can sit on the ocean outside and look at this beautiful sea. It is absolutely gorgeous. They're open for lunch and dinner Monday to Saturday. And if you got guests in town, I always encourage people to go over there, take them over for lunch, or definitely do dinner. You can sit outside for dinner, even if it's a little cool out. He's got the heaters. But generally speaking, it's pretty good. It's nice and cozy in there. Staff is wonderful. The food is great. If it's not fresh, he's not serving it. So thank you, Citrus Grill House. Thank you, Chef Scott Baricchio. And we'll see you later over at the Grill House. Okay, so let's do this. We finally finished up 2022. The numbers are in for December. So we really have a full year of information on real estate. So the wrap up of 2022, total Indian River County sold just residential $3.65 billion in real estate in our teeny little county.
That's incredible.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
Say, what is it, 3.65 billion?
Billion, yes. Because Dale Sorensen Real Estate, for the year 2022, we sold $765 million. That's 20% of the market share for the entire county was done by Dale Sorensen. And I always mention the next closest was like 7.9%, and they sold $264 million. That's the next closest brokerage company to Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We did 1,140 transactions, and the next closest did 472 transactions. So
a third.
We're doing.
It's a third. Wow.
Yeah, we definitely dominate the market.
Now, last year was the $1 billion mark, or the year before?
I got those numbers for you, Cindy. I know she likes that. So we'll go. What I'm going to do is we'll go back to 2020. I've got 2021 and then 2022. 2021. We'll go back that way. So there was countywide was 4.8 billion. So it was bigger.
So almost $5 billion.
It was almost $5 billion.
In last year, 2020. That was when the hordes came down.
That was the big one. 2020 started this thing, okay? 2020, they did $3.3 billion. 2021, $4.8 billion. And then now in 2022, we did $3.695 billion. So we're back. See, we had that one big whale of a year. And we even said, Mr. Sorensen, we all had a meeting. He's like, guys, you're never going to see this again. Like, they've never seen it when I looked at 2019, it was, I think it was 2 point something billion. It wasn't even close. I mean, our 100 millions were like 300 million. Where now it's double that. So.
Well, the for whatever reason in 2021, the word was out for this specific spot where it hadn't been for the. I mean, it was out, but now it was like, you got to go to Vero. You got to go there.
We got found out.
Yeah,
that's what I tell everybody.
Completely outed.
Yeah, it started in 2020 with COVID, when everybody was like bailing out of these states where everybody was in lockdown, and we were strolling along the beach in March and April and May, and we were outside, and like you said, we were outside a lot. That's what you did.
I was,
and I know there were places where, even if you were outside in your front yard, people were screaming at you because you didn't have a mask on.
My friends in Chicago literally were inside for months, not even going outside. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yes, in Massachusetts, even when the weather got nice, I know there was a lot of people were harassing people in their own yards.
Yep.
And that's just, I can't even fathom.
No, man, I'm not going to live like that.
No, and that's what everybody was hearing was, because a lot of people are up there, they part-time down here, or they vacation down here. And so they were there, and they saw what was going on here, and they just started to come. California, Illinois, Chicago, Northeast,
Mass, Connecticut, Maine,
all those places.
Vermont. So many Vermont cars I've seen lately too. New Hampshire.
Yeah, they all just said.
Yeah, they all did. Yep.
Yeah, it's an easier lifestyle. I get it. I do, and we got found out. So that's really what happened in those years while we were. In
3 years, it's almost, or maybe not even almost. It's over $10 billion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Over 10 11 billion.
Yeah, maybe $11 billion.
Holy, that's unreal.
In 3 years. In one little county, you have to understand.
Right.
There's only 167,000 people in the whole county.
And it's not even that really big of a county, not like Brevard or some of the other ones. Yeah.
No. We don't have the big cities. We don't have that. You got Fellsmere, you got Sebastian, and you got Vero Beach. So it's pretty amazing. And obviously Dale Sorensen being such a big part of that, they were just huge in
the
that
per
regard.
Price is triple or plus.
The price per, a mainland house. I look at the numbers. These numbers come from Broker Metrics, which it comes from MLS. So the average house sold for Dale Sorensen Real Estate in 2022 was $660,000. Okay. That's because we have all those high-end houses on the beach side that pull it up. The average home in Indian River County sold is the $357,000, something like that, right in the 350s, 340s. It used to be before like 2019.
That's what I was going to ask.
It was like 275.
Oh, I thought it was lower than that. I honestly thought it was lower than that.
It was in the high 200s, but that was. I mean, that's pretty reasonable to think that you could buy a decent house for that amount of money, and that's a mortgage you could afford.
Okay. Plus, with the interest rates, what they were.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and the reason why the value has gone up, one, because we did get appreciation, because people found us out, and now we're real numbers. I mean, they're lending on this, so obviously there are comps to that. People can make up a price and say, I want to sell my house for X dollar value.
Right, yeah.
But unless your buyer's getting a mortgage, you got to appraise. So you got to listen to your realtor when they tell you these are the comps and this is where the bracket range is for your home. And probably I'm pretty good. Most of us have done this for a long time.
Right,
I can tell you where it's going to land.
Yeah.
And if you want to, list it for a little bit higher to start, that's fine. But there's a really nice range in there that you should always talk to your realtor about, a professional, and find out what that is. Some people actually go and get their homes appraised. And then some people say, I don't believe appraisal. So, people are going to say whatever they're going to say,
It works out in the end, doesn't it? It's either like you sit on it for a couple of months, I should have knocked it down,
Yes, exactly. All right, well, let's do this. We're going to take a break for some commercials. We'll come back. We've got one more property that I'd like to talk about, and then we'll just wrap it up for the end of the year. See you in a bit.
If you are Medicare or Medicaid eligible, wouldn't you love cash back benefits with a zero premium? Hi, I'm Bob Larson with A Better Solution Insurance, your local agency for Florida Blue. We'll make it so you're not paying for your insurance and you're getting cash back. What a deal. There's no money coming out of your pocket. Call A Better Solution Insurance.
Call 257-8600. A Better Solution Insurance. We have a solution for you.
ITEX, or International Trade Exchange, is the largest barter company in the world with over 25,000 members offering goods and services. We're a marketing company that brings you new business in the way of trade, with over 200 local members enjoying the benefits of ITEX, like lawyers, doctors, plumbers, media, printing, and more.
Hi, this is Liz Bowler. Contact me and find out why barter through ITEX has been smarter for over 30 years. 772-532-1881. Visit itex.com.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's New Year's sale time. We're clearing our warehouses to make room for new styles, and this means you can save on selected in-stock furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Beechcraft, Windward, Riverside, Universal, Capri, Telescope, and more. Sofas, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, cabinets, bedroom sets, tables, lots of pieces on sale for inside and out. At Sunshine Furniture, we have the largest selection of coastal furniture anywhere, including a gallery of Lexington, Tommy Bahama Home, and Universal Universal Coastal Living Collections. Visit Sunshine Furniture now for our New Year sale. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and don't forget to shop our outlet and sales store just across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
I like that commercial from Sunshine Furniture. Have a sunshine day.
She's a great lady, too.
Is she?
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to have to tell her that when I see her.
You'll have to get her on the show. She's a great lady.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next house that we have, this one is listed. It's in Waterford Lakes. And I love this subdivision. This is on 12th Street between Old Dixie and 20th. It's on the south side. It's on a lake, meaning all the houses kind of sort of, there's a one circle that goes all the way around in this subdivision. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It's concrete block. It was built in 2004. It's on a lake. And I always talk about living on water because it's such a nice view when you're just sitting on your back porch. And one of the pictures I have to show is this back porch view of sitting in the screened-in porch and looking out at the lake. It's just so peaceful. It's fabulous. It doesn't have to be a big lake, just looking at the water. This one, it's a new roof. Impact windows and doors right there. I'm going to tell you from an insurance standpoint, fabulous home. Really just a great spot. This one is listed for $400,000. This is Trip Hernandez. This is one of our great agents. We love Trip. This is a great house. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate, you know who to call. Me, Lori Davis, at 772-538-1828. And I'll be your realtor for life. Or you can call Amy Sorensen office and say you're looking for Lori Davis, that girl on the radio. Okay. I read this article. It's from Housing Wire, and this is what they're talking about in the market. So everybody's saying this is what 2023 is going to look like. And they said the red-hot housing market of the past 2.5 years was characterized by sub-3% mortgage rates, yes, fast-paced bidding wars, and record-low inventory. All true. But more recently, market conditions have done an about-face. I tell this people all the time. Now is the opportunity for everyone to become re-educated about what a typical housing market looks like. Cindy and I were talking about this.
Right. So now we're getting typical.
Correct. Normal. Okay. Under 3 months of inventory is a seller's market. Over 3 months of inventory is a buyer's market. And we're right about at 3 months. So it's kind of in that balance now. So again, if you're listing your house, you need to talk to a professional. You need to talk to somebody. It's not going to go flying off the shelf unless you discount it, because that still happens. There's still buyers out there for sure looking for a great buy on a property.
You know what, too, also is what the perks of it are. I just was talking with someone today from Pennsylvania, and he said his house there, not in any great shakes or whatever, sold in one day because of the accoutrements that he had, like a pond. He had hunting stuff. He had 7 acres.
Yes.
One day.
Yes. No, exactly. Yeah. But it had to be priced right.
Correct.
I mean, there's no way. It doesn't matter. I don't care how great a house you have.
Okay.
If you overprice it, they're not going to buy it. It's not going to happen. So, and if the realtor says this is the value, this is what the market value is, and obviously the buyers respond. So, I mean, there are people that want to say, well, but my neighbor sold, a year ago, and it's not the same. It's not the same.
No,
your value is there. Trust me, your value is there, but it's going to be a different situation. Those are comps. They did sell, and those values do help move your value of your property up. That is how that works, right? We all understand that. So, but now the National Association of Realtors was saying that while 2022 may be remembered as a year of housing volatility, 2023 will likely become a year of the long-lost normalcy returning to the market. Mortgage rates are expected to stabilize while home sales and prices moderate after recent highs.
So you think that's probably across the board for everything? I mean, the COVID scares and all that's kind of done. The traveling seems to be back to normal.
Yes. Yeah. It's going to be, it's just a normal market again.
Yeah.
We're going to, and it's okay.
Perfectly okay.
I, as a realtor, am really looking forward to normalcy.
Yeah.
And I think buyers and sellers are too. It was so frustrating for buyers. Yeah. I mean, they would make offers, and you're having to offer ridiculous numbers over list and just to compete. in that market. It was very difficult.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
frustrating.
know. I know. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. We are so glad to have you here at Lori Davis Show with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Be safe, have fun. See you next week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.